Hey everybody, Doug here, getting ready for our next episode, episode 4 of our playthrough of Sword and Sorcery, where last game I made a huge effort to try and cheat at just about every turn I possibly could, unintentionally of course, but it was a true effort. I made a number of errors that I noted in the last video. Just wanted to make sure I point that out. Keep in mind that especially when I'm doing a learning session where I'm learning to play the game with you guys, I never list my videos as a rules instructional video or anything like that. They are always sessions. And the reason I do that is because oftentimes I am learning the game with you, and that allows for things like errors and stuff like that to occur more often and more frequently. But I am noting them. I noted them in the previous video. I missed a few things, but we're not gonna worry about that. I am gonna do one thing. I think it's incredibly fair for me to say that Shea, instead of 2 hits of damage, still has 3. Now, Legon, I used his pack, his first aid, or whatever it is, bandages pack, which was a consumable to get rid of his damage, so he still has no damage, and of course our dragon warrior, Volker, has no damage. But we're going to get started right now, after I have had that brief discussion with you all, and go on to our time phase. Okay, there are a number of things we're going to do in our time phase this turn. So basically, we're going to do the effects cleanup. There aren't really any to do. Everybody's currently where they're at. Then we're going to do some refreshes of powers. Now, Shea's, this one is already ready to go to refresh. This is her tumbling, which is great because I think she's going to need it this turn. And then, in addition to that, this one is going to go to here, which means that's her hiding. It'll be available not this turn, but next turn. Now, at the beginning of her turn, when she actually starts taking her actions, she's going to lose her stealth or hiding, so we have to remember that. And basically that's it for her. Now there is a sequence of things to do, but I don't want to keep flipping back and forth between characters, so I'm doing them a little out of sequence, but the results are the same. For example, one of the first things I do here is make sure that he has one of his tokens based on his Dragon Soul special ability, and then his healing ability is going to flip back, so we are going to get to use it again this turn. And that is it for the time phase. I believe I'm looking just to make sure I don't have anything else that is required of me during the time phase. And critical hits like this one, I believe, I'm going to double check, but I believe they stay for the entire game. So yeah, until the condition is removed. So we're probably going to have to take a look at that. Criticals, yep. Alright, well, we're going to keep going. So that is the time phase. Next thing we're going to do is get on to the battle phase. Now I've debated on this quite a bit because right now Shea is not noticed. It's not her turn. She can't be seen yet until she actually takes her turn. The baddies are going to ignore her, and I kind of want that to happen. So the first thing, I think, the first person that's going to go, I think, is going to be Legon. And he is going to take one step. He's going to do a move action, so we're going to start his actions now. Now, he's going to step one back right here. I know I keep having people go back, but he's an archer, and I want him away from the action to some degree. And he's going to shoot his bow. He's going to use his action for focus. He's going to shoot his bow at one of the green, let's say this one, the green gremlin there, and we're going to see if we can get some damage done on that green gremlin. Now remember, his short bow has 1 automatic point of damage plus 1 blue die, but it's night, so right now there's no damage. If he gets a lightning bolt, that gives him an extra 1. His focus gives him an extra 1, and that is that. So we're going to see if we can get some damage done on these guys. Now he currently has a critical where his armor is 1 less, so we may be able to get rid of that condition. When Volker goes, he's going to probably heal Shea with at least 1 point of damage to see if we can get her in better shape. And we're not going to attack the blue one yet because that has the spines effect would hit Shea potentially. She can get rid of it once, but not twice, and I would prefer that our big dragon hit the blue guy instead of her. But it's very likely that our blue gremlin is going to move this turn because until she activates, and that's the way I understand the hiding ability, it says until the beginning of your next turn. So you cannot be directly targeted by it. Discard the token after you perform the activity other than movement or at the beginning of your next turn. Well, she hasn't begun her next turn yet because we're not taking her turn yet. So again, Legon is going to shoot at the green one there. And he missed. Well, he didn't miss, but because of the night effect, the first one didn't do any good. So then he'll shoot at the other green one and see if he can do some damage there. He failed and missed at that one too. Wow, what a really bad turn for Legon. At least last time he was hitting. So he stepped back, fired his short bow twice, missed completely. That's the end of his turn. Now we got to draw an encounter card. What a waste. And his action was to focus. Oh wait, so let me take that back. So his first one didn't hit. We're going to -1, but we're going to +1 for the focus. So he did do 1 point of damage to the first one, this guy here. But he didn't do any points of damage to the first one because he didn't have focus on that next attack. So we'll take it that way. Also, well, that's it. So okay, so that is the end of his turn. We're going to then draw our first encounter card and see what we get. Wow, Dark Tranquility. Activate no enemies. Shuffle the encounter deck with the discard pile, and then discard. I'm getting all these shuffles again, and the weird thing is I only have 2 cards in the I have three in the encounter deck right now. So I keep reshuffling these back in. I keep getting these bad cards shuffled back in all the time. Seems like it's just the way it goes for me. But at least this turn, the enemies didn't actually do anything. So I'm still not going to go with Shea. What I am going to do is have Volker take his turn next. And let's get him moving. So I'm going to discard this now. I've shuffled up the encounter deck. That one then gets discarded, and then we move on to Volker. I have taken Legon's turn, so I'm going to flip his gem over. He is done. Alright, Volker is up next. Alright, what are we going to do with Volker? Well, I can tell you he's going to spend his token, his Dragon Soul token, to use his ability. Now, I could take the condition away from Legon, but I'm not as worried about that as the health of Shea. He's going to take that 3 and reduce it to a 2, so she now only has 2 damage on her. That's his action. For his next... So here's a real concern, because if he moves in there, he will have a minus to his attack, and the other ones will have their pack tactics, or whatever it is, their banding. The 2 green ones will have their banding ability. I was kind of hoping they'd move. And he doesn't have any ranged abilities or anything like that. So if he goes in there, and the battlefield means they're dominating, which means that when they're dominating the area, a faction is dominating. I think they lose a hit. I'm not sure. Anyway, I got to look that up. But I think because they're dominating, he would actually be -1 to hit, or is it just at +1 if they're dominating? Okay, they get +1 if they're dominating. So if he steps in there, unless he kills one of them, and then Shea becomes visible, maybe he shouldn't go. Well, but if he doesn't go first and Shea goes next, then she will still be more wounded. So I think we still have to do it that way. He's got to keep moving. He's going to take his turn then, step into here, and attack the wounded green gremlin with his broadsword. So that's going to be 2 dice. He cannot focus because he used his action to use his ability. That's going to give him 2 red dice on the broadsword. If he gets a lightning bolt, he gets a hit. But remember, it's night, so we're -1. So we have to do 2 more hits to the green gremlin for it to die. It's going to drop a soul shard, which means we can then, in the end of the next time phase, level up a hero, which would be interesting. Let's do that. So he got 1 hit. That's it, guys. 1 hit. No lightning bolts. I'm having a really bad rolls so far this turn, which means that he got no lightning bolts, so he can't re-roll, can't do anything else. He just does literally 0 damage. Because he had no damage, he didn't have a damage bonus. Yeah, he did nothing. Yeah, actually did nothing. So Legon did 1 point of damage in 2 attacks, and our big dragon Volker did nothing in his attack. That is really a shame. Wow, what an awful, awful turn. Okay, that's the end of his actions. So now we're going to draw an encounter card. I'm just going to double check that to make sure I'm right about it. I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I am. It only would have helped if he had gotten a hit or a lightning bolt to get an extra damage. Because of the knight -1, we did nothing. Yeah, okay. So activate all of the, I don't remember what type of villain that is. Otherwise, activate the active hero must shift one used power back to... Okay, so, well, okay, a bit of luck. Again, they didn't attack us. But a hero has to... The active hero, which was Volker, has to shift his power back once. So his healing ability is actually going to go like that. That's not good. It's going to take 2 turns then to do that. Yeah. I'm just going to double check what that says. It says the active hero must shift one used power back 1 time. Yep. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Actually, his ability doesn't go back 2. I think we'd have to do it with Shea's hiding. Because it does actually go, it is a 2. So I think we're going to do it with Shea's hiding. She's going to come out of that anyway, and it is now her turn. So at the beginning of her turn, her stealth token goes away, her hiding token, and she gets to act. So she comes out of the shadows. She's going to attack with her scimitar. I think she's going to try and kill the green one again. I don't know what choice she has. So, well, she can attack the blue one and use her tumbling, but she's not going to kill it, so why not attack the green one? Okay, she's going to have a blue and a red die, and if she does succeed, well, actually, she might attack the green one, because if she gets the Sword and Sorcery symbol, she can perform a second attack against that enemy with that weapon, and she has tumbling. I think she's going to do it. She's going to attack the blue gremlin. Okay, boom, here we go. So she got only 1 hit, no lightning bolts. I swear, this is awful. And, yeah, okay, so she did no damage at all. Again. No rerolls, no damage. That's that. So the blue gremlin then reacts with his spines. So that's going to be 2 points of damage against her. She's going to use her tumbling ability to ignore the next reaction attack, and that's what this is. So I flipped that over. She tumbled away from the attack, so it didn't do anything. Then the spines hit Volker. Volker actually has he has 1 armor already. He's got 3 blue dice, so he's going to roll 2 blue dice against these 2 points of damage. See if he can defend against him. He did, so he has 1 armor and he defended against 1, so the spines just bounce off his shield and armor. And that is actually the end of all of our rounds after I draw an encounter card. So I got to draw another encounter card. I doubt I'm going to get lucky 3 times in a row. We'll see. Activate 3 enemies, shuffle the encounter deck. Well, okay, I get to shuffle the encounter deck again, and all of them are going to go. Okay, so who are they going to attack? I believe they're going to attack Shea, right? I mean, if they attack a character with money, none of them have any money, so they're going to attack the weakest character next. That's going to be Shea. Okay, well, let's start with the blue one. He's going to roll 2 red dice. I guess it doesn't matter which one who has the blue one. So actually, Shea went last, so the 2 green ones are going to go first. That could make a difference. I don't know what difference it's going to make, but it could. Okay, so the first of the green ones is going to attack with 2 red dice. Since they're in the same space, they're just going to attack. And of course, they get 2 hits and a lightning bolt, which is what I was hoping to have happen. Now, Shea's leather vest is 3 red dice, so she's going to get to roll 3 blue dice. She's going to get to roll 2 blue dice, and she gets a reroll if she gets a lightning bolt. So she defended against nothing, got no lightning bolts, took 2 hits, and is dead. I'm having a terrible turn. Okay, what happens when a hero goes down? Okay, so what happens here is we flip her card. Shea is now in her ghost soul form, so she's still on the board, but she can't be hit or attack anybody. She's only got 3 abilities. She can do the Soul Shout, Recall, or Move 5. That is it. Okay, now Soul Shout knocks somebody down. It counts as one of her 3 activities per round. And basically, we discard any body condition. She doesn't have one. We discard any damage because she's dead. We drop all item cards and inventory cards, including crowns and quests. So her scimitar and dagger and leather vest all drop in this space. And we play her turns as normally. She never counts as a hero in the space anymore. She's ghosted. Let's see. Power cards continue to rotate. We skip the enemy turn for her. And so all I can really do is get back here to this recall point and recall as quickly as possible to get back in the fight. That's it for her, but I still have 2 more attacks to go. That was only the first attack of the gremlins. The next attack is going to be the green gremlin on Volker. 2 red dice. I'm sure I'm going to have just as good luck. Yeah, so 2 hits on Volker. Volker has, he automatically blocks 1 hit from it. He gets 2 dice. If he gets a lightning bolt, he gets 3 roll. If he gets 2 lightning bolts, he gets an extra defense. Let's see, he's already blocked 1 of the 2 hits. Can he block another? He did. So he took no hits from the green goblin. Now the blue goblin gremlin attacks. The blue gremlin gets 2 red dice as well. However, keep in mind that the blue gremlin has -1 armor, so his 1 point of armor has no effect right now. And, well, here's some good news. He only hit once. They have no lightning bolt effect, so that doesn't help. He hit once. So now I get to roll 1 blue die to see if he avoids the damage. He did. Actually, Volker took no damage from those guys at all. That is the end of the turn. Okay, so end of round. Now we're going to go to our event phase. We're going to take this event. We're going to discard it. And that is going to be it. So that was the event phase. Alright, now we're going to go back around to the time phase. Wow, ugly turn, guys. Anyway, Shea is going to have this ability come active again, even though she can't use it. This one will go to 1. Volker's ability will now flip back over. I'm glad I did that. And he gets another token, so he's going to get to heal. But I believe it's probably going to focus since he has no damage. And Legon is too far away for him to cure the condition on Legon right now. So that's that. Now, unfortunately for us, Shea is in such, I mean, that's just was awful, actually. Awful turn. So I've flipped over all their tokens. We're going to go out of the time phase and back into the battle phase. So here's what really sucks about this. When she gets back, and now normally you lose a soul rank, but she was only rank 1, so she doesn't. When she does get back to the shrine, she's going to have to spend one of the precious soul stones that we've gotten so far to come back to life, which means we're going to need another 2 more instead of another 1 more to level up a character. C'est la vie, right? Okay, well, why don't we just start with Shea, because she won't activate an enemy turn. And now, the thing I'm a little confused about, it says you can use these activities. You get to use these 3 activities, right? And in that, I have to look this up. So with the 3 activities, they don't appear, it says free. The effects can be activated anytime during the hero's turn, spending 1 free action activity. So they're free actions. It says so on the card, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. On her card, it says, see this symbol, the Soul Shout seems to be a free action, and it has a range of 1. So she can knock a hero down with the Soul Shout. It'll KO them. And it appears to be something that just happens. It doesn't require an attack roll or anything. She just shouts at them. They drop over. And that's her effect, is to KO a character. It says, target enemy becomes KO'd. So we're going to do that, actually. And you know what? I realized I did make an error, actually. Volker does take 1 point of damage because they're banded from the green one. No, actually, he didn't do enough. So forget about it. He didn't do enough. Well, nope, he didn't do enough. I'm going to go back and review. Volker may have taken 1 damage. I'm going to put that on there because the green ones have the banding ability. If enemies control its area, claws attack, inflict 1 more point. And the blue gremlin did. He defended against it exactly, so he would have taken 1 point from the blue gremlin. So he now has a point of damage on him. Okay, next we're going to start. I think we'll start with Shea because she's not going to activate an enemy. So we're going to go 1. Oh, she's going to do the Soul Shout first. She'll knock the blue one. She'll KO the blue one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you can see it all the way. 5. We're not yet at the place where the shrine is, so it's going to take her extra turns. And that's just not good. This is really hindering us big time. She's going to try and get back there and spend a shard to come back to life. But that doesn't activate any enemies now, so she just fled the scene. She soul shouted the blue guy. So apparently the way I read it is that it says explicitly that skip the enemy turn even if there are enemies in play. Now, we've assigned enemies, but there are 3 in play, but we're not going to do anything with them. So we're going to go right to Legon then, who's going to try and kill some green goblin or gremlins again. he's going to, so that's the end of her action. I'm going to flip her token over. She is done, and we're moving on to the actions of Legus. So Legus is going to, or Legon, sorry, I keep calling him Legus. It's Legon. L-A-E-G-O-N, Legon. So he's going to roll 1 die again for a short bow. It automatically does 1 point of damage, but because it's night, it doesn't. And we're going to roll the die and see what we get. So he missed on the first one, of course. It was focused. He gets 1, so that's 2 points, so he still does 1 point. Sorry, I'm always focusing with him right now. Does 2 points there, but that's not enough to kill it. Then he'll shoot the other one, see if he gets lucky and does any damage at all. So he did 2 points total, which means the other one took a hit of damage. That short bow needs to be changed out. It is not very good. But at least he's starting to damage him. That's going to be it for that turn, though. And then we're going to draw. So that's it for Legon's turn. He didn't bother to move. There's no reason for him to. They're going to stay there and fight with Volker. And then we're going to draw our encounter card. What's it say? Activate all red enemies, otherwise activate all lowest rank enemies. That's good. That means the blue one's going to stay down right now, and the 2 green ones are going to activate. Now, they are controlling the area because there's 2 of them, so they will get their banding, which gives them +1 damage. So they're going to do a damage +2 red dice against Volker. They're both going to attack him according to their card. Their card states right here, if it's 0, they will attack with claws. So that's what they're going to do. So the first one will attack with claws. It actually gets 3 hits total. Volker stops one of them and then gets 2 blue dice against the other 2. He stopped one, so he takes another point of damage. He is at 2. And then the other one attacks. Again, it's going to be 3 points of damage. It's just getting so ugly. Okay. Oh, wow. It got 2 hits. It got a double hit and 2 lightning bolts. So again, 3 hits. He stops one. He gets to roll against 2. He blocked 1. He is now at 3 of his 5 damage. So he has taken a total of 3 hits this turn. He's going to use his special ability to drop damage, but still, that is bad news. Oh, God, this is awful. Okay, well, that was the attacks of the 2 lowest ranked creatures. So now we get to move on to our next hero, which will be Volker, because it's going to be the last action of the round. So Volker is going to attempt to attack. He's going to attack the most wounded green gremlin, because all he has to do is 1 point of damage to kill it, and then he will have a 4th soul shard. I might level somebody up anyway because we kill one next turn. I'll just have, if we can kill the blue gremlin next turn, we will be able to get another soul shard, I think. Is that correct? Yes. No. Yes. Another soul shard. So I will be able to level somebody up and next round be able to get another soul shard, have Shea go later in the round and resurrect. That's what I'm going to try to do so we can get some extra stuff going on here. Anyway, he's going to roll 2 red dice against that green goblin or gremlin. He gets +1. Again, he's using his broadsword. It is night, so it is -1 damage. Let's see what he can do. He got a hit and 2 lightning bolts. Okay, so someone said they weren't sure, even though they were unsure whether or not I was using this ability correctly. So right now he's got 1 hit. He hasn't used his action yet. I could focus, but I'm not going to because I want to heal him 1. So he's got right now 2 hits on the gremlin, -1. That's going to be enough to kill it. He doesn't need to do the reroll. So he will kill this gremlin. That one is dead. And then that will create... that thing drops another soul shard. We have 4, so in the time phase, we're going to be able to level up a hero. And that is it. Now, right now they are no longer controlling, but once that blue gremlin gets up, they will. And Legon is not coming into the space. He has no damage, but he does still have that condition. Oh, last thing that our dragon is going to do is spend his point, use his action to use his healing breath, which will flip over, and he will go down to only having 2 of his 5 points of damage on him. Okay. That's the end of the round, guys. Let's go on to the... oh, I got to draw an encounter card now. Let's see what we get. Hopefully they keep not attacking us. Activate all green enemies. Okay, we got 1. That's it. We're going to activate all green enemies because it's an otherwise. So the green gremlin is going to attack Volker again for 2 red dice. Now they are not controlling, so they don't get the +1s, just 2 red dice. He gets 2 hits, however. That's okay. We stop 1, then we get one dice roll to try and block the other one, and we rolled a shield and blocked it, so Volker actually took no damage from that. Good news. Okay, that's the end of that. Now we're going to move on to our event phase. Alright, let's draw our event card. See, it says Divine Gift, based on all activities, all active hero souls, all good heroes, which we have. Oh wait, except for, let's choose the effect. Oh, I get to choose. Shea is actually both, I believe. She is, nope, she's good. She's good. So, I don't know that this does not affect Shea, unfortunately, but the other ones are going to, this is only going to affect Volker. He's going to regain a hit point from this Divine Gift. That is the current event, and that's going to mark the end of the round and the end of this episode. So that was 2 rounds of episodes. I think I'm going to just start keep filming back. Why don't we, you know, I know this will probably be a long video, but let's go another round. Okay, we'll do one more round of this video. I'd like to get out of this hallway. We've spent 2 episodes in this stretch of hallway, so that is not good. So let's go back around to our timed phase. In our timed phase, this is going to flip over. Not that it helps much. Volker is also going to flip his ability back and gain another soul, dragon soul token. And I think that is everything that happens in the... oh wait, no. We have something we get to do. And I'm going to do this. Soul Enhancement Resurrection. A hero can enhance his soul rank further if there is another hero in the party with a lower soul rank, or equal or lower soul rank. So we can enhance somebody right now, and we're going to do that. Okay, we're actually going to level up Legon. We're going to, now it's 2 plus, or actually the 2 points to level up to soul rank 2. So it's 2 times 2, it's squared. So basically to level up from 2 to 3 is 3 times 3. So right now we just need 4 soul gems, soul stones, which we do have. We're going to discard those, and what that means, we're going to take his thing here, and we're going to rotate it to level 2. This increases health to 5. You can just see the changes. So you had 1 movement, 1 action, 1 ability, and we're going to move to now 2 actions. He doesn't get a new ability yet. That kind of sucks. I'm going to look at Volker before we make that decision and see if we add any new abilities on to the characters. Well, we do. Volker would actually add an ability on, and I don't believe in death I can soul rank up Shea. No, I think we'll stick with Legon because it's going to give him 2 actions, right? That would give him the ability to shoot 4 times in a round if he wants to, I believe. Let me just, I'm looking in the book, trying to decide on which one would be the best to do this with. If we level up, okay, come on, help me out here, game book. The game book has some things in it I wish they were more easy to find. Anyway, I will find what I'm looking for. I'm going to do it off camera. Hold on. The big debate is if I level Volker, not only he will then be able to get 2 of his Dragon Soul tokens and get another ability, but he still only has 1 action. It goes up to 6 hit points. I think we're going to level up Volker first because I'm going to pick a new ability for him. We're going to keep Legon at level 1, and Volker is now at soul rank level 2. I'm going to pick a new ability and come back to you and let you know what that's going to be. Okay, so this is what we're going to take. We're going to take Dragon's Legacy for Volker. It says your health and your maximum amount of Dragon Souls to your hero card are increased as indicated. So at 2nd level, it would be +1/+1. So that means he's got, now technically he's got 7 health, and he can acquire, now he already acquired them for this turn, so he only has 1, but he will gather 3 Dragon Souls next turn. That's pretty powerful. That was really a good level up for him. And again, this is the time phase. So now that we've completed the time phase, we're going to get on to the hero phase. So first off, I'm just going to move Shea here. She can't actually do this until the next time phase, so she's there hoping that Volker will put down that other green gremlin before the round is up, and that's what I'm hoping for too, or at least Legon or somebody kills one of the gremlins. And then we're going to start to take, that's the end of our so that was Shea's whole turn. She didn't do very much because she can't. She's ready to go. She's got to come back and get her equipment, of course, but we need to get one more soul shard, and we need to get those guys out of the area. We need to get a soul shard this turn. And I think we're going to start with Legon, or I keep calling him Legon, and with his short bow and see what we can get accomplished there. There was a trade-off here. I could have leveled up Legon and gotten literally 2 hits using his twin arrows twice, just 2 different actions, but we didn't. And so he's going to get to roll 1 blue die with his bow. He gets 1 automatic hit. He's shooting the green one. It's still night though, so it doesn't help very much. That's cocked. So he did get 2 hits. That's going to increase the hits to this one by 1. So it's up to 2. And then he might as well shoot the blue one. It's down. He's going to shoot it. That means it gets no... doesn't matter. It doesn't get any defense anyway, but let's roll and see what we get. So we got a hit and a lightning bolt from him. Oh wait, you know what? No, I didn't declare focusing on this, did I? Well, what else would he do if he didn't focus? He could use his act... Nah. He would have focused on the first one. I've been doing it every turn. I just didn't declare it. So that would actually kill this green one right here. And that green one dying will drop a coin, a 5-piece coin. So I'm going to get that out. I think this is a 5. No, it's a 10. I need a 5. There's a 5. So I'm going to put a 5-piece coin right there. Both the green gremlins are down, and then his second attack hit the other one for nothing. Well, so for 1 right now, because he's got 1 for his short bow. Lightning bolt gives him 1, so he hit it for 1 right now. The blue gremlin doesn't have any special abilities to defend that, so he will take 1 point of damage. However, that does mean that his spines go off. So Volker is going to have to defend against that. Now we got to remember the blue one is -1 attacks against this enemy, his hard skin. So actually he did not take that damage. He is so far undamaged. I forgot about his special ability of hard skin that this blue gremlin has. So he didn't take any damage from that. That's really bad. And then we're going to draw the encounter card, because that's the end of Legon's turn. So yeah, Legon completed his turn. He is done. And we're going to draw a new card. So he basically he was able to do 2 points of damage, but it didn't matter. He did 3 actually, but it didn't matter because, hold on, let me just, so 1 for night, 1 for the hard skin. Why did he only do, he didn't focus, but he gets 1 point. He hit for 1 and a lightning bolt, which gives him 2 more points, 3 points. It still did take a point of damage. It only stops 1. So he took 3. He only gets a -1 from slashing. So yeah, he did take 1. Okay, activate all dexterity enemies. Well, that's going to be the blue one. So it is going to get up, and it is going to attack Volker. So it's going to attack Volker with 2 red dice. It hit twice, of course. And Volker blocks 1 of those, and then he's going to have to roll 1 more die to see if he can defend against that last point. He does not. So he takes another point of damage. That puts him up to 2. But he hasn't gone yet, so he's going to heal 1 of those. And that'll be the end of that. So the other gremlin is gone. It dropped a coin into space. We are in decent shape there. So just to reiterate, how did the blue goblin or gremlin take damage? Well, I rolled 1 hit and a lightning bolt on the die for the bow. That gives him 1 automatic hit, because he gets 1 automatic hit for the short bow. Then he got 1 hit for the blue die, and then he got a +1 hit for the lightning bolt. That made 3. You take the effects of night away, which reduces the damage by 1, and his hard skin by 1. That leaves 1 point of damage, just so we're clear. Okay, that is the end of the encounter phase for the enemies. Now we're going to go on to Volker. It is his turn. He is going to activate his ability to try to reduce his damage to 1. You know what? He's not. He's not going to do that. I take it back. He's going to focus. He wants to kill this blue goblin, or gremlin. He's going to focus. That's going to give him two red dice for his broadsword. He's going to strike the gremlin with his broadsword. So the focus will cancel out the night. He does have the ability to do extra damage and a reroll if he needs to. Let's hope he gets something good here. He got 2 lightning bolts, so he's going to get an extra damage, and I'm going to reroll this die. And he got another hit. Okay, so that gives him 1 for the focus, 1 for the die roll, one for the the lightning bolt. So we did a total of 3 again. We get -1 for the knight, -1 for the hard skin. We did not kill it. We needed to kill it this turn so that Shea could come back, and we failed. So that sucks. And now we're going to draw another... Oh, and he hit it, so we have to defend against the spines again. So he automatically blocks 1. He gets to roll again for another, and he fails. He is now up to 3 points of damage. Luckily, he's kind of a powerhouse. Trying to find a 3. There we go. Volker now has 3 points of damage on him. Yeah, that kind of bites. Alright, well, that's that. Wow, this is just dragging on, guys. Okay, let's go to our event phase. Okay, our cool Divine Gift ability is now gone. That's going to be gone, so there's no event currently. This turn is just nighttime, and we're going to move on. Alright, that is the entirety of the event phase. Basically, that's going to end our turn, guys. So we were not in good shape here. Well, Legon has no damage on him. He just got a critical effect, which Volker will be able to get rid of. But then we got Shea, who's just sitting there waiting for someone to get a soul gem. We got to kill this blue gremlin. He's proving to be difficult. And Volker's starting to stack up some damage. Good news is we beefed him up last round, so he's got a total of 7 health. He's still got 4 left right now. He's got his healing breath, which means I can discard. I can wipe out all the damage he's got right now next turn, because during the time phase I'm going to get a total of 3 soul, or 2 additional, because he's already got 1 soul, dragon souls. It says in each time phase gain 1 dragon soul to your hero up to soul rank. So a soul rank is currently, oh, he's going to gain 1, so he's going to gain 2 because of this. We'll just say the maximum. He's only going to gain 1. He can just have more, so he'll have 2 total, which means he'll be able to get rid of 2 points of damage. I'll take that. That's pretty good. Because I'll put him down to 1, and he'll be able to continue fighting. I haven't picked up the coin yet because there's no point. I don't want him to lose it. Okay, well, that's that so far, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will talk to you next time. I'm probably going to do some additional videoing, so I may not be able to get to any errors or corrections that I might have into the next video. We'll see. So, talk to you soon, fellas. Take care, and have a great week. And ladies, if there are any watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.